One of the major differences in the way that I share the art of KappaGuerra is that the people that I train with, I don't consider them to be my students, regardless of the fact that I've been playing and practicing KappaGuerra for 34 years. And some people have just started, have never even heard it before me, or even maybe just seen clips here and there, maybe on the internet, whatever, in passing somewhere. I consider the people that come to train with me my training partners, because there's always something to learn from everyone. You know, one of my training partners, Ali, she is also a fan of heavy metal as I am, and has really good rhythm, can dance and move, and I encourage all of those movements along with the Jenga and whatever movements she can put in there to make the game fun for her, for self-expression. Another gentleman, Ken's, he practiced KappaGuerra for a year and a half, but hadn't done it for about 8 years, but still has all the muscle memory and a lot of movements. And the most important thing is he has a really great attitude. So we're not trying to beat each other up. We're literally just playing. We're playing KappaGuerra and moving around, and there's no harsh criticisms. There might be I might give some light tips here and there, or explain my philosophy of where I'm coming from. And especially when something happens spontaneously that I want to encourage, I point that out. I was like, yeah, you see, great how you did that. That's exactly what I mean. And I show little things here and there, and then we just play. We just played for an hour today. Or another guy who's never even heard it before, but came up to me because he says I was moving like a real life Power Ranger, and he wants to learn all those movements. And so he has a completely different style. And so these training partners, what I'm really doing with my brand, if you will, I call it KappaGuerra. One word, KappaGuerra. And with KappaGuerra, I have a tagline that says the only war to wage is within, because it's really about pushing yourself to your limits, getting outside of your head, being able to move around in public, having confidence, and just simply expressing yourself and getting out of that idea that you have to do everything in a way that looks perfect. And what's interesting about that is that most people's idea of what is supposed to be perfect, or doing a movement well, is they base it off of how somebody else looks when they're doing it. And that creates a lot of limitations, because some people think that if they don't do it just the way another person looks when they're doing it, they're not doing it right. But that's the furthest thing from the truth. It's one of the reasons why you have all of these rivalries between martial arts. People saying that, no, you're not supposed to do a roundhouse kick this way, do it this way. Or Taekwondo is fast but has no power. Muay Thai is a little bit slower but has a lot of power. Boxing is more practical than, whatever style, Jiu-Jitsu this, that. But they're all just different ways of moving your body. And a lot of people, there's almost as many ways to move your body as there are people. There are billions of ways to move your body, and some of them are very subtle differences, and some of them are major differences. And all of that should be encouraged. What the main feature of what I'm encouraging with KappaGuerra, the only war to wage is within, is fun and self-expression through play that has elements of dance and martial arts. I'm really very much into playing KappaGuerra. Ken's and I were talking about that earlier, about how I really just want to play. Yeah, sometimes we can do drills if we really want to. You can drill a kick doing a front kick, 20 times on each side, and doing an escape movement, side lunge 20 times on each side, or whatever, to drill. But I leave a lot of that for people to do on their own, to do the Jenga on your own, to do Jenga and lunge, some of the main movements, to practice this and that on your own. But when we get together, let's just play. Let's play in a childlike way. It's one of the reasons why my body is able to do the things that I'm able to do at 49 years old in a couple months. In September, it's July right now, the end of July. And I'm still doing backflips and tornado spins and 540 kicks and all of this stuff. And I just did a performance at the first annual Healthy Living Expo in Virginia Beach, and was on stage fully jumping around, moving with no signs of slowing down, mind you. None. I'm not sore when I wake up in the morning. I'm not stiff. I don't have joint pains and aches nowhere in my body. I'm just moving as vibrantly as I was at least when I was in my 20s. I don't know about when I was a teenager, maybe, but I'm still doing the same exact movements with even more power and precision than I was when I started when I was 15 years old. So before I get too carried away with all that stuff, I really want to reiterate to people that this way of engaging with martial arts through this play in KappaGuerra that I take from KappaGuerra and hybridize into this KappaGuerra, the only war to wage is within, and considering people to be my training partners and learning from them. And even one of the guys, Silvestri, he is a Michael Jackson artist, and he came out today for a few minutes and showed this one kick and this one dance move. And I said, yes, the way you move, he was doing the moonwalk. Incorporate all that into play. All of that. And the whole point is that this is a form of healthy living and self-defense. We're moving out there. Ken's all of a sudden his body opened up a little bit more. He's touching his toes again. He says, the first time I came out, he was stiff. He came out on a Sunday, and it's Thursday now. I don't know how much stretching or whatever he did in between, but all of a sudden his body opened up by the second practice, and he's feeling and moving better. That's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. Your own personal mastery over your mind and your body. To feel better, to play, to have fun, to build a community. I mean, what a great way for people to get together and have fun. What a great way to party. I mean, this is Thursday morning that we got together at 10 o'clock, Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. I'm going to add more times. By the way, for those of you that want to come out who are in the Hampton Roads area, come out to Vibe Park on the corner of Cypress and 18th, right across the street from a place called Badass Coffee of Hawaii in the Vibe District. Vibe Park, once again, corner of Cypress and 18th. Thursday mornings at 10, Sunday morning at 8. I know that might be some clunky times for some people, but I've got people showing up. Even though Ollie came afterwards and sat at Badass for a little while with us, but I got Ollie, Ken's, Silvestri was there, myself. I mean, we got a wonderful little crew going. And I met some other people at the Healthy Living Expo who are going to be coming out. My friend Robin, Chi. That's what it's really all about. A community where we're improvising, we're playing, we're having fun, and our physical bodies are getting stronger, faster, more flexible, more endurant. What more can you ask for? Just playing. A freestyle game with our bodies that we're dancing and using martial arts movements in the dance and making all of that part of the game. That is a really beautiful thing. I'm Hakeem Ali Bokas Alexander. Come out to Vibe Park Thursday morning at 10, Sunday morning at 8. And if another time works for you, let me know. You can call me at 757-763-9621 or text me. And if there's a day that works for you and you know that you'll come on that day once a week, I'll put it on the schedule. And we'll open up another day for people. So it's something that I really enjoy doing and want to share because it makes us better in so many ways. When we become physically stronger, more flexible, and more endurant, we naturally become more confident. And we're in a community. And we get to meet people who are at least like-minded and wanting to just play. And have fun. Meet new people. Get your body fit. Get your mind right. So come on out, Vibe Park. Text me, call me, 757-763-9621. And I'll see you at the park.